Welcome to Kensington Palace, near Hyde Park, home to British royalty since the 1600s. Today, it's the residence of the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge, Prince William and Kate Middleton. Their neighbors, the soon-to-be-married Prince Harry and Meghan Markle. We're here in the King's State Apartments, the grand halls where royalty received guests. These days, Kensington Palace is home to a fashion exhibit, reliving the days of one of its most famous residents. It's all about the wardrobe of the late Princess of Wales.
And it was just through these doors.
Curator Larry Lynn is our guide.
We still get so many visitors who come here because this was Diana's former home. So we wanted to celebrate her life, and fashion is such a good way to do that.
Prince Charles and Princess Diana seem to be drawn together by the affection of the crowd.
Married at just 20 to Prince Charles, Diana looked for a way to make her mark. As you can clearly see, she found it.
I realized that very little footage exists of her actually speaking in those early years. And you realize how much of what we think we know about Princess Diana is actually communicated through what she's wearing.
There were mistakes along the way.
This green coat was worn by the princess on a state visit to Venice. And it is so 80s with the huge shoulder pads.
There were hits and misses.
Yeah, but she read her reviews. This wasn't received so well, and she didn't wear it again.
On to one of the unquestioned successes.
This is the dress that the princess wore to the White House and where she famously danced with John Travolta. It's now known as the Travolta dress. What's incredible is the skirt, because when you see her dancing in it and the skirt is really swirling up, it makes you realize what a great time they must have been having.
As you can see, they've been working away here.
After separating from Prince Charles in 1992, Diana devoted more of her time to humanitarian causes, and her wardrobe took a more practical turn.
She said she wanted to be known as a workhorse and not a clothes horse. And so the look that you see her refining now is that of a professional woman, executive.
They're short skirts, but she's often on her knees at eye level with a child, or at eye level with an elderly woman. I met Princess Diana one time, very, very briefly. She was wearing that dress.
Yes. She wore that dress to the Christie's auction in New York.
24 here, 26 to go.
She sold 79 of her most famous and iconic dresses and raised over $3.4 million for AIDS and cancer charities.
8 weeks later, on August 31st, 1997, Diana, Princess of Wales, died in a car crash in Paris. Outside Kensington Palace, more than 1 million bouquets spoke for a world in mourning. Princess Diana was just 36 years old.